Welcome to the Mind Spark, bringing you the latest news from around the world. Three of the world's most respected airlines, Emirates, KLM and Qantas, are making headlines by turning away from Boeing, a name once synonymous with innovation and reliability, and placing their future in Airbus's hands. This is not just a simple fleet update, it's a bold statement about trust, vision, and the direction of global aviation. This isn't just a business deal, it's a verdict on reliability, a public declaration that the stakes have changed. The commercial airline industry is being reshaped before our eyes, as airlines demand more than just promises. They want proven performance and unwavering safety. The implications of these decisions reach far beyond the bustling terminals and crowded runways. They ripple through economies, influence international relations, and impact the confidence of every passenger who steps onto a plane, whether for business or adventure. For generations, Boeing was the undisputed king of the skies, its iconic jets carrying millions across continents. But recent crises, grounded fleets, safety investigations, and production setbacks have tarnished its once sterling reputation, leaving airlines and passengers questioning what comes next. The decisions by these airlines mark a critical turning point, a moment when brand loyalty gives way to a new era defined by transparency, safety, and performance. Airlines are now scrutinizing every detail, from engineering to customer experience, before making billion-dollar commitments. The scale of these new Airbus orders is staggering, billions of dollars in contracts, thousands of jobs created across Europe and beyond, and a surge of optimism for the future of aviation manufacturing. Airbus, once the challenger, now stands at the forefront of a new era. Why would these airlines, each a leader in its region and a symbol of national pride, pivot away from a trusted partner? The answer is complex, rooted in years of evolving expectations and shifting industry standards. The answer: years of frustration over production delays, mounting safety concerns, and a growing sense that Boeing has lost its way. Airlines can no longer afford to gamble with their reputations or their passengers' trust. For passengers, these choices matter more than ever. The planes you fly, the routes you take, and even the price of your ticket are shaped by these high-stakes decisions. Every journey is touched by the outcome of this rivalry. The legendary Boeing-Airbus rivalry has always driven innovation, pushing both companies to new heights. But when competition falters, the effects ripple worldwide, impacting jobs, economies, and the very experience of flight. Tonight, we break down what this means for you, the passenger, and for the future of air travel. From the seats you choose to the safety you expect, a new chapter is unfolding in the skies above us all. The dawn of a new era has arrived, and its impact will be felt every time you take to the air. For decades, Boeing was more than just a name in aviation. It was the very symbol of air travel itself. From the earliest days of commercial flight, Boeing's aircraft became icons of progress, innovation, and reliability, shaping the way people thought about flying. Airlines like Qantas, KLM, and Emirates didn't just purchase Boeing jets, they built their entire global networks around them. These carriers depended on Boeing's engineering excellence and consistent reliability to connect continents, move millions of passengers, and set new standards for safety and performance. Qantas, for example, operated an all-Boeing 747 fleet for decades, using these legendary aircraft to bridge the vast distances between Australia and the rest of the world, making international travel accessible and dependable for generations. KLM's fleet was filled with Boeing models, from the workhorse 737 to the cutting-edge 787 Dreamliner. This diverse lineup helped KLM build a reputation for punctuality, comfort, and world-class service, reinforcing the airline's status as a leader in global aviation. Emirates, meanwhile, became the world's largest operator of the Boeing 777. These powerful jets formed the backbone of Emirates' global hub in Dubai, enabling the airline to offer seamless connections across 6 continents and redefine long-haul travel. This enduring partnership between Boeing and the world's leading airlines was built on a foundation of trust. Boeing delivered on its promises, and airlines depended on that reliability to grow, compete, and thrive in a challenging industry. Pilots, crews, and passengers alike felt a sense of security and confidence every time they stepped aboard a Boeing aircraft, knowing they were flying with a company that set the standard for safety and innovation. This deep-rooted trust made the idea of switching to a competitor not only difficult, but also risky and expensive. The relationship between Boeing and its customers was more than transactional. It was a true partnership. For years, the question facing airlines wasn't whether they would buy Boeing, but rather which Boeing model would best suit their needs. The company's legacy of trust and partnership shaped the very fabric of modern air travel. Boeing's century-old foundation of trust began to crack after a series of devastating failures. The crisis ignited with two 737 MAX crashes, leading to a 20-month grounding and billions in losses. Production issues plagued the 787 Dreamliner, causing delivery delays and regulatory scrutiny. The 2025 Alaska Airlines door plug incident exposed quality control failures, prompting another MAX grounding and a sweeping FAA audit. For airlines, these weren't isolated incidents. They signaled a deeper cultural problem at Boeing. The result, ordering from Boeing became a risk airlines could no longer afford. Emirates, KLM and Qantas didn't abandon Boeing overnight. Years of frustration and a stark contrast with Airbus's reliability drove their decisions. Emirates ordered 100 Airbus A350s, pivoting from the delayed 777X. KLM and Air France ordered 50 A350s to modernize their fleets and cut emissions. Qantas chose the A350-1000 for its ultra-long-haul Project Sunrise, citing proven reliability and immediate availability. Each airline needed certainty, and Airbus delivered. The message? The industry's patience with Boeing had run out. Emirates' massive Airbus. A 350 order is a major blow to Boeing. Once the poster child for Boeing's wide-body program, Emirates lost faith in the delayed 777X. President Sir Tim Clark voiced frustration over shifting timelines and lack of transparency. The A350, already proven and available, offered a pragmatic solution. This move diversifies Emirates' fleet and reduces reliance on a single manufacturer. The A350's fuel efficiency and sustainability benefits were too compelling to ignore. The order signals a new era of partnership between Emirates and Airbus. For Airbus, it's a powerful endorsement. For Boeing, a painful loss of a marquee customer. Even the most loyal partners now seek certainty and quality elsewhere. The industry is watching and learning. KLM and Qantas's decisions, though smaller than Emirates, are equally symbolic. KLM's move to the A350 modernizes its fleet and meets strict European environmental standards. A unified A350 fleet across Air France-KLM brings cost savings and operational efficiency. The choice also reinforces Europe's aerospace strength. Qantas picked the A350-1000 for Project Sunrise after years of evaluating both Boeing and Airbus. Boeing's 777X delays became a critical liability. Qantas needed a plane ready now. Airbus's collaborative approach built confidence that Boeing couldn't match. For both airlines, Airbus offered the certainty needed for their most ambitious projects. The collective pivot to Airbus is not just a business decision, it's a move with far-reaching global consequences that ripple across industries, economies, and even international relations. Economically, the shift means billions of dollars flow from the United States to Europe, fueling growth and supporting thousands of jobs at Airbus factories and their suppliers. Meanwhile, Boeing's vast American supply chain feels the impact, with potential job losses and uncertainty for countless workers and small businesses that depend on the aviation giant. Politically, this realignment tilts the balance of power in the aerospace sector toward Europe, giving the European Union a stronger hand in shaping global aviation policy and advancing its industrial strategy on the world stage. Such a dramatic shift could ignite new trade tensions, as both the US and Europe fiercely defend their national champions, potentially leading to tariffs, regulatory battles, and diplomatic standoffs. For passengers, the Airbus A350's advanced comfort, quieter cabins, and improved air quality set a new benchmark for long-haul travel, making journeys more enjoyable and less tiring for millions of travelers worldwide. Its cutting-edge fuel efficiency and compatibility with sustainable aviation fuels help airlines meet ambitious climate goals, significantly reducing the industry's carbon footprint and supporting a greener future for air travel. The shakeup puts immense pressure on Boeing to reform its practices, regain public trust, and re-establish its reputation for safety and innovation in a rapidly changing market. A strong competitive Boeing remains vital, not just for American industry, but for healthy global competition and the continued drive for technological breakthroughs in aviation. This crisis could ultimately serve as the catalyst for overdue change, pushing the industry to address long-standing issues and embrace new standards. The future of air travel and the experience of every passenger depends on how the industry responds to this pivotal moment, shaping the skies for generations to come. To grasp the gravity of this shift, we turn to aviation analyst Richard Abalafia. He calls this one of the most significant market share shifts in aviation history. The simultaneous pivot by three major airlines signals a breakdown in trust that once anchored Boeing's leadership. Airlines need predictability, planes delivered on time, performing as promised. Boeing's recent failures made that impossible. Airbus delivered. The 777X delays were the final straw for carriers like Emirates. Airbus's disciplined, customer-focused approach stood in stark contrast to Boeing's turmoil. Rebuilding trust will require flawless execution and a return to engineering excellence. The world is watching to see if Boeing can recover. In the end, this seismic shift is about trust, the ultimate currency in aviation. Boeing's self-inflicted wounds eroded decades of confidence. Emirates, KLM, and Qantas are investing in certainty, choosing Airbus for its reliability and performance. This sets a new benchmark for the industry performance and reliability over historical loyalty. For passengers, this means safer, more efficient, and more comfortable flights. The shakeup should spur innovation from both manufacturers. Boeing's challenge is to rebuild trust, one aircraft at a time. Airbus must maintain its discipline and focus. For airlines and travelers, there's no substitute for trust in the skies. The future of flight depends on it.